Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rollin' with the gang, switching lane, 7 shots. Big long key, splash your heart, go and get 'em off. Scenes with a million ninja lie with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her Benji blue. She on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win no you shoot. Yo, with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute. Staying with the gang, yeah, we bringing pain. 100 daughters, big pimpin', cause we walk with kings. Pockets swollen, lot of cash, call it big knots. 2 Glocks, but you leave him dead for his body drop. Triple water, light shower, it's the sunny shit. Gonna stay with real, these other niggas be so counterfeit. Counting up the presidents, the money is the medicine. Wanting all the blues, I'm on the ground like I'm a Mexican. Tinto in the industry, my pockets on infinity. I'm talking to the feds, but I'm current, so I send it to you. Niggas wanna see us pop out, you better pay the fee. Sachi on my boxes, I got designer jeans. Prada on you, Prada. If you my bitch, don't lie to me. Niggas know I'm king, if you see me, think me properly. Break it out of poverty, stacking bitch monopoly. 30 on my back, I'm shooting things, who's stopping me? If I got it, all the gods got it, real shit. Talking crazy C's, letting off that mouth stick. Keys in the cut, freezing like it's February. Who think you doing magic? Catch you at the nearest cemetery. I love keys, I love C's, I love all the gods. Don't forget my nigga Ace, cause he got the rods. Hungry for the cash, we gon' do the race. Playing with these Gucci snakes, weak niggas can't relate. Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rollin' with the gang, switching lanes, we ain't 7 shots. Big long keys, splash your heart, go and get 'em off. C's with a million ninja lie with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her Benji blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win no you shoot. Rolling with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute. Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rollin' with the gang, switching lanes, we ain't 7 shots. Big long keys, splash your heart, go and get 'em off. C's with a million ninja lie with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her Benji blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win no you shoot. Rolling with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute.
Nobody got love for me, keep it around for company. Big drip with the off-white, Virgil flex with all my mind. 2 guns for me, my scream, pussy nigga, we don't play no games. Gotta pop like 2 Perkies, I gotta ease the pain. I gotta ease the pain. I gotta ease the pain. My pain. These niggas tryna take food in my plate. No soul, so they steady here. Keep thinking on my way. If you be the shadow, so I'm still stay. Feels like I got stuck in a heart. Never happy, but I put apart. Cool fast, it's a cool shot. Drink to this, I know we call it one. These diamonds is old, she watching the ice. I got them money, those shit sweet in here. Running it up, I gotta get paid.
Yeah, fill in. I'm hitting all the receipts. Watch.
Nobody got love for me, keep it strong for company. Big drip with the off-white, Virgil flex with all my 2 guns for me, my screen, pussy nigga, we don't play no games. Gotta pop like 2 Perkies, I gotta ease the pain. I gotta ease the pain. Yeah, I gotta ease the pain. Tell jokes off my face and wrist. Fucked up off this activist. Overdose, that the guilt trip. Fuck yourself with that Benji blue. Running up racks, thinking that's the move. Disappointed, gotta keep a smile on my face. But the inside, I'm in a dark place. Gotta stay focused. Gotta stay on my grind. Conversations with the man above. You know it's my time. Turn that bitch to sweet dreams. Money girls are all I see. Glitch again, call me Gucci. Turn the bitch to memories. Nobody got love for me. Keep it strong for company. Big drip with the off-white. Virgil flex with all mine. 2 guns for me, my screen. Pussy real, I don't care. Gotta pop like 2 Perkies. I gotta ease the pain. I gotta ease the pain. I gotta ease the pain. I ease my pain.
Actually, I'm gonna just open the phone lines and I'm gonna let people try, because this time I'm gonna be patient and I'm sitting on my guys. Because bottom line, the one thing I do know is that I said what I gotta say. The first video that dropped, y'all saw it. I said what I had to say to Robin. Robin, that's to you, period. If you got something to say it where you need to say it. Bottom line, I'm not taking anything else besides that. So say what you gotta say. You know what's up. And I'm gonna open up the line right now. I'm not biased. Y'all wanna call it? Y'all got something y'all wanna say?
Chasing dead presidents, they my dead friends. I'm out stacking money, I'm not here to spend. Knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Brought it down, my drip be saying trends. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Benji blues, 50 bills in the late games. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Run it up to the end. Chasing dead presidents, they my dead friends. I'm always stacking money, I'm not here to spend. Knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Brought it down, my drip be saying trends. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Benji blues, 50 bills in the late games. I'm chasing dead friends.
And this is better than every artist that is featured on those sites where they play new artists. Y'all know my artist. This artist sounds better. When I play these artists, it's better than what y'all play. Because I heard that shit.
Bitches catching feelings the way I lay pipe. Got one toe that's Benji blue. Walk on home, sticking down by the toe. Gas man, sticky like glue. Yeah. Legion, I'm taking a flight. Show me, cause I'm coming high. Baby girl, I change your life.
You niggas suck on my chest like a stun. Trying to keep my shit low in the front. I pray one day it's to shine like the sun. Go with these dads, I swear it's for fun. Add up the digits and stack up the top. Bring you 5 stars and triple your thought. I'm eating this food, not leaving no crumbs. Big slap.
Chasing dead presidents, they my dead friends. I'm out here stacking money, I'm not here to spend. Knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Brought it down, my drip be saying trends. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Benji blues, 50 bills in the late games. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Run it up to the end. Chasing dead presidents, they my dead friends. I'm out here stacking money, I'm not here to spend. Knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Brought it down, my drip be saying trends. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends.
We're gonna get this lit. Or we getting this lit today.
I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Run it up to the end.
There you go. That's the access code. So you dial the number, dial the access code. That's the access code. So now they can't say they can't call.
I was dead broke, believe it or not. Ugly nigga, had holes in my socks. Stay with the gang, can't fuck with no ops. I shine bright on my way to the top. Niggas be hating, but won't take my spot. Take charge, can't never flop. TSF is a family. Me and my brother, that's all I got. I was dead broke, believe it or not. Ugly nigga, had holes in my socks. Stay with the gang, can't fuck with no ops. I shine bright on my way to the top. Niggas be hating, but won't take my spot. Take charge, can't never flop. TSF is a family. Me and my brother, that's all I got. So much flash, I'ma need a spot. My big account playing hopscotch. Fuck hoes, can't wipe out. Lay public is defense watch. I stay clutch, no shot clocks. Made back with the drug. I got the heat on the stay hot. Neck roll straight ice box. Niggas be like,
Call in.
Pack the bitch, you drip, I start my back. Hit from the back, you know that I clock. I stay with 2 bitches, call me the cap. Like that shit a bitch, nobody wants. Pull like Koala, came in the rain. Life is a clock, I can't be a napper. Storm back was in the roots of the face.
It's your chance to call in before I go in.
Niggas that told me that's a big mistake. One true shot, I call it no flicks. Trying to get rich, y'all niggas can't relate. My brother held down, that's a real nigga trait. Straight to the top, time to elevate. I was dead broke, believe it or not. Ugly nigga, had holes in my socks. Stay with the king, can't fuck with no ops. I shine bright on my way to the top. Niggas be hating, but won't take my spot. Take charge, can't never flop. TSF is a family. Me and my brother, that's all I got. I was dead broke, believe believe it or not. Ugly nigga have holes on my side. Stay with the gang, ain't fuck with no outfit. Shot break, always at the top. Niggas behave, but won't take my spot. Take charge, can't never fly. To yourself as a family. Me and my brother, that's all I got.
Me and my brother, that's all I got. What's the deal with us kicking the rock? Got the low, so we hit the jackpot. Big carrots, my diamonds and froze. You know I go. I kick on your door for the sack.
Who wants to hear Jordan? Jordan G told me to play his thing. Let's see what Jordan G is talking about. All right, Jordan G. This is Jordan G. This is Jordan G. Jordan G. Jordan G. When your music plays, do you rap? Do you rap at all in your music? Now I just played. Let me try another one. Jordan G. Jordan G. I just started another song. It's silent. Jordan G, who are you? Who are you, Jordan G? Hold on. I'm objective. Let's keep scrolling. Okay?
You said you were ready to die for me. But it's not around, but I was back in this time, but I've been going through ups and downs. You said I'm ready to die for you.
Jordan G.
Yeah, you just want to say, yeah.
Jordan G. Are you playing with us? Jordan G, are you playing with us? Now I'm playing. This is his playlist. This is his playlist. I'm not playing. This is what he told me to play. Let's keep going. Now, I got, oh my goodness. This next song is called Jase on My Wrist. Jase on My Wrist. Objectively, Jase on My Wrist. And I listen to your music. Now I got this speaker's loud. I played the other artist so you heard me. This is loud. Why does he sound so far off? Jordan G, who are you? Jordan G, who are you really? Jordan, I'm not hating on you. You know, I'm not hating, but what's going on? I feel like you're playing me. Now, I'm going to replay the other artists again. Okay? Jordan G, I went, guys, I went through his list. Every song's like that. You're either not rapping or I didn't change the volume. You hear the beat dropping in. Jordan G, who are you? You hear that?
Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Never contact, I stay with the love. Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling it bluff. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. Fight flame, cause the niggas stay heat rough. All you cool smoke when I spin a bluff. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, gonna sound right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Never contact, I stay with the love. I'm Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling it bluff. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. Look out the window and vision my dreams. Call me a man cause I drip so clean. Bait my garments, you know I'm a fiend. Skeleton fits, Alex and Queen. My wrist is ringing and the change of the weather. These bitches be birds, they flock together. Play these fish and I'm plucking their feathers. I'm running The rocks, the beats, my sweater. Gucci and Fendi, I drip for real. Suppress at my face while I'm popping these pills. Trying to go hard till I get me a deal. Stay in my
This is Buck Splash, the artist. I'm playing his other stuff that's not released yet.
After I'm done, my neck got a tongue. I am the king of the jungle. My crown won't fall.
Where do you send it to me?
Block all the hate in the tumble. Flip back, trust me, fumble. Swiping these cards to fly off the country. You say I'm like,
it's at sign. I'll put it in the description, Mike. Can someone tell me who Jordan G is? Jordan G. Oh, excuse me. Jordan G. I went and did research. You're not the same Jordan that spoke to us online. Your voice sounds so much different. You matured very fast, my friend. I'm everywhere, Dylan. I'm everywhere, but I'm nowhere. But I am a backcountry boy, if you want to know the truth. I can't make that stuff up. I really can't. Hold on. Back to the other artists. I'm gonna play another song just so you see I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not lying to y'all. I didn't change the volume. I didn't change anything. Jordan G, we still can't hear you. It's like in this room now, it's like 10 degrees, 20 degrees. And I'm chilling. I'm here with you for no problem. My fire's strong. Trust me.
A young nigga, flex and finesse, VVS on the neck, big on the chest. A young rich nigga, one of a kind, diamonds dancing, baby blonde. 2018 is my time. TS at the gang is prime time.
The artist is playing his Buck Splash. It's up top on the live chat. You can listen to him. Word. I'm going to be over in Cali sometime in the near future. So I'll see you. That's where YouTube's at. I don't know if I got to go smack some people up to get my previous respect. I don't know what I got to do, but you know. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Always gotta keep, nigga, I'm up next. Fuck DJ, Carol, nigga, Bucks the best. All my pieces get approved like Nike checks. Pussy niggas talk war, I think it's funny. Niggas play tough, but sweeter than honey. Y'all bitches not sick, y'all getting it from me. I'm a lad to the bank while I get this money.
We're gonna talk about a lot today. Oh, first, let me mention the most important.
A young nigga. Flex and finesse, VVS on the neck, babe on the chest.
Let me think about this real quick. I'm trying to be kind and say, give me a second. Let me break it out kind.
Prime time. Young nigga. Flex and finesse, VVS on the neck, babe on the chest. A young rich nigga, one of a kind. Diamonds dancing, make you blind. 2018 is my time. TS at the gang is prime time. Prime time.
I'm trying to be nice when I say this.
Who cares what I make? When a young nigga is asleep, catch a op nigga dead, no saddle, no peak. No buses on the track, you know how I fucking be. A straight kill shit, I drink it, that whack nigga meat. I rap real shit, no heat for the streets, put the headphones to your ears, I get head to the beat. Got polo on my hat, and Jordans on my feet. I'ma stay cocky, my money's at its peak. Cold heart, man, I never trust a bitch. There was a talk, most always sucking dick. They on the bed, bend it over, let me hit. The mission.
Happy bird. I said the same thing. I was like, Jordan, what is that? You blew all my comfort. I never thought someone could get rid of my comfort. I listened to your songs, I was like, Jordan, what was that?
I call it sneak dissing. Don't cry, sorry when your man go missing. You get it next if you think about snitching. Pussy nigga throw you in the water full of fish. A young nigga. Who flex and finesse, VVS on the neck, babe on the chest. A young rich nigga, one of a kind. Diamonds dancing, make you blonde. 2018 is my time.
I'm
gonna
try and be nice with this.
Prime time.
That's not getting hopeful. Yo, I listen to all his songs. They're all like that. I played 4 to 5 different songs for you. He wasn't even rapping in 2 of them. He was just posting it. hold on. Before I keep it running, let me say this. Alex Zadell, I seen that you were trying to, as I was live, I'm watching everything, post referring to a story of me. These main people are trying to attack the viewership that you see right here. It'll be somewhere right here. Okay, up here. They're attacking that viewership and trying to talk about what I'm talking about. But after I talk about it, y'all are crabs. Yo, y'all are for real crabs. You're trying to get your paycheck. So you want to talk about getting a paycheck off of someone. I make up most of your favorite magazines' paycheck. They love to talk about it, but they know if they say my name, where we're going with it. They hop in here, watch it, try and take it, run its story. No, you don't have the insight for it. And you know what? I believe it. And I'm going to leave that there. Mike, you say no more. If you could show me, I believe it. There's stuff I can say about affiliates that it'll blow your mind. You wouldn't believe how fake some people were. Hold up. Let me do this then. I got some woman named Jamaican Princess Shia, making crazy remarks. But before we get to that, Lay, I'm not going to play our conversation, but let me play some receipts.
This lawyer for those fake guys just came around with the fuckers that don't know how shit really works, bro. Turn this on, man. So a lot of y'all fake guys just came around with the fuckers that don't know how this shit really works, bro. On God. Alright. Let's start this off. Number one, this is about to be the last fucking time I come online and talk about Josh. The reason why is because being in this industry shit, being around this music shit, I realized, nigga, it's not about what's the truth, nigga. It's about what people want to fucking believe. So I'm not about to address shit about this no more after this. But let's start off with Josh. Let's start off with loyalty to Josh. Since you want to make the rest of it. I gotta come downstairs. Fuck that, we're running. Alright, here's my fucking issue with what Craig had to say. Craig wanted to talk about, he wanted to talk more in depth, but he knew that we was in there. He knew that he was in there. But he tried to use the opportunity to call us bitches or whatever the fucking case may be, and talking about how he was trying to use Czarr, the niggas that was around Czarr was trying to use Czarr or whatever. First and fucking foremost, nigga, Josh never even gave me $1. The help that I got from Josh came through the record deal that we all got. I never borrowed or nothing.
Now, I want to mention something in reply to what he's saying here. He's literally mentioning the level of help he's gotten from him. It came through a record deal. So how close were him and Bass Santana actually? How close were they? This was just a working relationship. How many of you go to work and work with a coworker or somebody and it's just for the money? It's not like you have some type of relationship. But we could tell him and Craig Zinn had a relationship of some sort, right? Listen, when people talk, they tell you things. Read between the lines. There was no relationship between y'all. Go ahead.
Nothing was given to me, nothing was loaned to me, nothing was borrowed to me, none of that shit. And I'm speaking for a lot of the niggas in this group, nigga. A lot of the niggas that borrowed from Czarr or asked Czarr for shit, those niggas is not in this fucking group no more, nigga. Let's start off with that. Let's start off with loyalty to Czarr. Let's start off with when Czarr.
So where are those guys that borrowed from him? And who is he referring to? Think about this. Who is he referring to? Think. I'm trying to give you clarity. Look, here's the problem. He gained help from a different angle than Craig. That doesn't mean either of them are disloyal. Look in the in-between. Who he wasn't really rocking with and who he just solely helped. Who were these people that weren't really in the group? One of the people is no longer with the group. He didn't have a deal at all. Matter of fact, when Craig told the story, he was just a ride to the spot. Then he was validated. Think about this. And I'm doing this to show you it's not that any of these two are wrong. Both of their stories separately show a perspective. So when you're playing a game, you could either be in first person or you're out of it, watching the character move. That's the only view we're looking at. Craig's is first person. His is from the outside. Think of that.
Was in jail. That's what you was talking about when he was in Houston, whatever the case may be, nigga. There's a difference between niggas who was in members only and niggas who was Josse's friends. I'm not about to take away from your friendship with Josse.
Did you get that? Did you get that? There's a difference between people who are members only and then Josse's friends. Business and then personal relationships. This plays off of what I told you. Love, envy, revenge. Okay?
Everybody had their good times with Czarr. Everybody had their bad times with Czarr. So I'm not going to sit here and tell the world that he was a terrible friend with Czarr because I don't have the right to judge your friendship with that man. Y'all went through what y'all went through. It was good times, it was bad times. He was there for him sometimes. Sometimes he felt like he wasn't there for him. Shit, he felt that way about all of us. So I'm not about to criticize your friendship with Czarr. What I'm talking about right now is members only. The fucking group that he started. The shit that when we started members only, we was a bunch of niggas in a group chat on Twitter. You feel me? It was made up in everybody's mind that Czarr and Ski niggas was about to be the first niggas to blow. It was in everybody's mind that this is the way that it was going to be. And god damn it, nigga, we made that happen. We all neglected our own music careers, nigga. And when Czarr dropped the song, when Ski dropped the song, and they put that bitch in the chat, everybody would put it on their fucking Twitter page. And then it was our responsibility to create more Twitter pages, and then we would repost it from those other Twitter pages. Nigga, we worked hard to make sure Czarr and Ski got to where it was at. And to be honest with you, a lot of us didn't even get no fucking credit for it. But at the end of the day, Czarr tried to reach out and help us back in the best way that.
Do you see who they're saying reached out to help them after? Are you catching this? Are you hearing it? The person that looked out after he blew up was Czarr. How come he didn't say Ski looked out after he blew up? Because whatever fame is surrounding him, they're both noting that they were all involved. He is, and Craig was. They were involved in helping uplift both of them, but only one looked back for the rest. Okay? So when people hop in here and say, oh, Ski's so hot, he's this, he didn't do it on his own. But how much looking back did he do? You get me? Let's listen.
What y'all was doing for us, nigga? Czarr wasn't like, oh, I have a bunch of niggas around me that I want to put on. No, nigga, Czarr was trying to repay us in his way. Everybody that Czarr tried to put on, he felt like they did something for him at a point in his life, nigga. Let's talk about loyalty to Czarr. Since y'all want to start off with this loyalty to Czarr shit all the time. You was talking about how when Czarr was in jail, how one of his friends fucked his bitch or whatever. No, nigga, call names, nigga. The friend who fucked his bitch, I'm not gonna call it little robbery. I was the one that fucking hunted that nigga down and beat his ass, nigga. I was the one that went in front of the fucking Royal Palm, in front of police officers, security guards, all that shit. Hunted that nigga down all day, nigga. I didn't eat all day, nigga. I was the one that beat that nigga ass while your ass was in fucking Houston, nigga. Let's talk about loyalty.
So that was his part. So they did get revenge on the guy that did that. Now, pay attention to who he was talking to. He was talking to Kid Trunks, right? Trunks, How they'd avoid not beating yours for using Jase's platforms while he was in jail too? How'd you wiggle out of that? What type of magic did you do for that? You were using the platforms that were his. You took your repayment back. You took it back by accessing his social media without his permission. Let's call you out off the rip, because you're on here looking at him, letting it play like, yeah. Like you're trying to incite something between Bass and Craig. But you use Jase's social media. Let's get that straight. Ja himself called you out from jail. Let's get that straight off the rip. So your funny style off the rip, you move funny the whole time. I'm going to try and play it, but you already know how they flag me, Young Dagger. You know how they flag me. You know how they flag me. I just wanted to mention that off the rip. I'm going to play this, then I'm going to slide over to what you're asking me to play. I'm going to say this. If he did that to the dude who did that, because that's a violation. Trunks, how'd you get out of getting the floor mopped with you? You're only the size of a midget. How'd you avoid that? You used his stuff without his permission. He, matter of fact, told somebody, take care of that directly. Because why is he on my social media? After he gave you a place to be, to go hang out. We all know those hangouts. We had those friends we hung out with. Shout out to my peeps. We hung out there. We did whatever. You use that time to upload your music on his social media. If you were a part of this helping him and helping like they did, how come all of them didn't do that? That was loyal? Don't sit on this live with him like you're loyal. That was a violation.
See, TheCzarr say, since you all want to start off with that fucking shit. Let's talk about all of that. Let's point the camera at the nigga right here who knocked out 2 of the fucking Migos for this nigga and fucking.
Wow. Did you just catch that? People around him knocked the Migos out too, 2 of them. Who were those 2? Can we presume it's not the one that not the ones Jase ran down on? So we now have a clear connection to Migos. It wasn't that they got the upper edge. 2 of them got knocked out. This is just what he just said. 2 of them got knocked out. We're just narrating what's being told to us. Now, I also want to note right now, Dom is live, is in the live chat with the wide eyes. But Dom, why aren't you talking about this? You talk about everything, my guy. You're not talking about this in detail. Why? This is impertinent information. It's direct information.
Let's talk about loyalty to fucking Jase, nigga. Let's talk about the first fucking manager Jase ever had. Let's talk about the first fucking manager that Jase ever had. Nigga. You don't even
Wait. He's showing us the first. Listen, I can't make this stuff up. All these people revolving. He's showing us the first manager. Remember who was claiming to have been his managers and stuff? People going like, oh, he said you should be my manager, guy. One of your favorite YouTubers. Some of y'all never been mine. Who got up and said they were his first manager when he's showing who his first manager was? And I told you they weren't his first manager. Say I'm a lie again. Say I'm a lie again. Now, I don't know if this is Solomon Sounds. Doesn't look like him. If it's Solomon, you look at a little different, my guy. I don't know if this is him, but I'm telling you, they said I was lying. How? Let's go. Let's go.
You even hear Jase's blood.
That shit crazy.
Bullshit.
Hold on. Did you just say that is just crazy, Trunks? You said that's crazy? Whoa, whoa. Hold on now. Hold on. He just said that's crazy. So this dude's ad-libbing him. That's crazy. That's crazy? What's crazy is you use this social media putting your music. That's crazy. That's crazy? Don't sit here and ad-lib like you're innocent. Don't sit here and ad-lib like you're innocent, my guy. What you did was crazy. That was crazy. He can say he helped them and never crossed them. Loyalty. Greg can say he helped them. We had fights back and forth like brothers. Where's your part? Now, I can't stand yes men like that. These dudes want to see him make it. You tried to help him make it, then say, oh, me now. I remember, because I remember the receipts. Remember, he just had someone beat up, allegedly, for doing stuff with his girl. And I see this guy sending money through some type of PayPal, through a person, to the random girl that's the baby mother now. What? They didn't know that. That's why they're probably not saying nothing. If they knew you did that, you think he even be on this live with you if he did all that for Czarr? Let's talk. Let's put it where it needs to be. Let's put it where it needs to be. They don't even, they probably don't even watch me enough to know you had money going to a guy from a guy who I can have validated. So get up and say something. I'll bring him back to retell the story and show the receipts on the screen. I'll figure out how that is on the middle of my live. Receipts will be flying across the screen. With the girl who's his current baby mother, then we have a picture of you around her. So if she was hanging around because Czarr was around, you were hanging around. So why is money going from you to her? Because of a transaction for you. Oh, I was giving her money. Ain't nothing happened at this time. Let's keep going.
You even hear blood brother running on with the bullshit that you running on with, Craig. Let's talk about loyalty and Czarr State, nigga. Huh? Let's talk about all of that shit, bro. Let's talk about the days when we was all starving, nigga. Let's talk about, okay, so when Czarr State went out to LA for an interview, you told him that he could come over to the house and you was asleep. So he would, shut the fuck up, nigga. Let's talk about all the fucking floors that we all slept on together, nigga. Eddie, Kilo Jr., you inside this bitch? Kilo, post a fucking video of everybody laying on that fucking small ass bed in your room, nigga. Y'all ever saw them little clips of Czarr State in that bedroom, nigga? That's Kilo Jr.'s room, nigga. Let's talk about starving together, nigga. Let's talk about starving together. Let's talk about scamming, nigga. Let's talk about when that bitch stole all of Czarr State's money when he got out of jail. And he had a fucking song on iTunes. He couldn't get none of his fucking money out of PayPal because they locked his shit, bro. Let's talk about how he had to scam to get food to the fucking dorms, bro, at FIU so that he could eat, nigga. Let's talk about how he came out and he couldn't even fucking eat, bro. And we had to scam to get food for all of us, bro. All of us, nigga. Let's talk about the house party.
No
Let's talk
motherfucking
about the
cap.
fights, nigga.
No
Let's talk about
Trunks, shut up and let him speak. Shut up! No one's telling you to say cat. That's why it's hard. That's why it was hard for me to watch this. Because Trunks is following up ad-libbing, and I just know what you did. This makes you look fake. If there was ever anything to make you look fake, receipts and stuff could be talked through. This part, you can't talk through it. You did that. If you came up with him, you didn't violate him at all. So let's say you're not unfamiliar to scamming. You scammed the guy willing to pay to be on a track with you. What's up with the transactions? You're sending money to a few of your dudes. Why are you sending money to this broad? Respectfully. Oh, I forgot. I'm not even going to play your song because copyright strikes. I know. I don't even want to hear it. But in a song, you talk about hoes over the money. Really? This is why it's hard to put respect on anything. Him and Craig may be beefing, but you be a fraud, funny guy if I ever see you talking to Craig. If I ever see you reaching out to Craig, it's fraud, it's phony. Don't reach out to Craig at all then. Don't say his name. Don't hit him up. Don't say, what you doing, my guy? No, don't ask for a feature. When he blows up, don't ask for nothing. That's what I'm saying. If you can do this with somebody, let me tell you something. And anybody who's really in some type of group setting, you can confirm this, including members only. When two of you are beefing, who gets up in the middle, joins a side, and incites them to go after the other? You tell them, get it done, get over it, let's get back to the money, right? What is this fool doing? What is this guy doing? What is this mighty midget doing? What do you call that? Does that seem like loyalty? Is that loyalty? I'm going to pick and choose a side. And if he goes after this guy, so be it. It looks like it's chess. Like you're playing a game of chess. I'm going to hype this guy up and let him go after that guy. Listen to me now. You showed him. Bass and Craig, y'all patch it up. Y'all both spoke about hard times, and I'm going to let this roll. But y'all both spoke about hard times. Y'all both were helping in your own way. Y'all both linked up to make things happen. You both now need to tell me the story of this guy. Because this guy that's hyping up bass literally was stopped from being bullied by Czarr. Now tell me that's a lie. He stopped a bully from stepping on you. When did you come into the picture? You're hyping him up to go at the other guy. We see it. We're not dumb. And you would now. You would, right? This is in favor to you, right? Ain't it? It's in favor that Bass Santana has an all-out war with Craig Zinn, right? Ain't it? Cut it out. I see you. Cut it out.
All the fights, nigga. Let's talk about all the knives that get pushed in niggas' neck on this members only shit. Let's talk about all of that. Since we always on that positive shit. That's what you all want to see. That positive shit, nigga. There's a whole other side of members only. And after Czarr died, we tried to make that shit disappear. But let's get back to all of that shit. Let's talk about the niggas that risk their freedom for this members only shit. That's what I said. There's a difference between members only and niggas that were friends with Czarr State. Now let's fast forward. That was his favorite word. Fast forward. Fast forward. Czarr State died. We are all distraught, right? This is the fucking difference right here. If you were just a friend of Czarr State, right? All you had to do, nigga, was come to the fucking funeral, pay your respect, and represent. Hold on. Pay your respect. Hold on. Pay.
Good job. You hear him trying to cut him off and put his piece in? What are you saying? Shut up and let him talk. What are you talking about? What would he have to cut him off for? You see, let me tell you why he's cutting him off. Now Bass is starting to get into it. Okay? Remember, I told you there's two sides. Craig's over here. He's his genuine friend. I've been with you through ups and downs. Dog, we've been through it together. There's the group now. They built a strong team. Whether the team was handling that business they had to handle or the friends were, you both still had loyalty. Why is he trying to interrupt the story? Do you see the fraudulence? It's not Craig or Bass. I'm trying to show you the fraudulence. I held off on this because I wanted to handle yesterday's. They're not all over the place. That is an illusion. They're in a disagreement. The group versus the original friends. It takes members or someone else with loyalty to stop it. Yo, cut out this messy stuff. And I can tell you a few members that's probably going to do that. But what is this clown doing? He's trying to get y'all to fight. Have you ever been after school? Two of your dudes showing off. Two dudes you may know personally each, but they don't really get along. They're arguing. What's the first thing you do? Yo, chill. We gonna get it good, bro. Everything's good. This clown's doing the opposite. So he must have not really been in that life to know how to handle it. You're trying to cut him off and up his fire. But he's trying to keep it so real. He had to tell you to hold on. Hold on. Naya, now you're thinking like me. Why are you so prevalent in this situation? It's Base talking to Craig. What do you gotta say? Oh, because if you get into something, you could call Base up and he'll rush to your rescue? Because he's that loyal? That's why you're investing all your chips in him? Or is it because something going over here, you know you never really had the relationship with Craig and you're on the same area as Base, but why are you fueling the fire? If Base is cool with a member, Craig's cool with the same member, why isn't that member on here fueling it like you? I'm thinking you're kind of absent from both sides of the scale. But why are you here doing this? No. Let me do you one better. When you guys went up to New York to do a show, who was with you? Wasn't Cooley one of the dudes with you? Am I lying or not? I'm lying or not? Cooley went up to that area with you for the tour when y'all split up and did the tour. Funny how you're on here with Base doing all this yip yapping, trying to fuel him up instead of saying, my dude, let's get this money. We went through all of this. You're not doing real talk. That's what a real one would do. You're not even doing that.
Respect and represent his legacy for the rest of his life. That's all you have to do, all right? But what y'all niggas decided to do was y'all decided to come in on the contract negotiation.
Hold on. Did you see that? He was on with him once he told him, nah, I got this. He said, I'm going to keep listening, and went back into the crowd. Yeah, you're going to keep listening. What's wrong with you? Why are you trying to hype him up to go to war with your other guy? I'm not saying I'm the biggest member only fan. I'm the biggest Czarr fan. But I can see some scam, shady stuff because I've been around dudes doing that. My dude versus my other dude. I stepped up and said, nah, this isn't going on as long as I'm here. Why didn't you make the move? Oh, you knew he was hyped up and was really going up? You making sure he's really going for blood with Craig? Then you're like, I'll just listen. See, broads do that type of stuff. Fact. Yo, anyone who's real knows what I'm saying. Broads hype up stuff to see a fight. You just did that, then backed out the line because he didn't want to hear your crap. He wanted to tell his story without you interrupting. And hold on. Let's back up some. What were you going to interrupt to say? Come on. I got time for it.
Tried members only, and after Czarr died, we tried to make that shit disappear. But let's get back to all of that shit. Let's talk about the niggas that risk their freedom for this members only shit. That's what I said. There's a difference between members only and niggas that were friends of Czarr State. Now let's fast forward. That was his favorite word. Fast forward. Fast forward. Czarr State died. We are all distraught, right? This is the fucking difference right here. If you were just a friend of Czarr State, right? All you had to do, nigga, was come to the fucking funeral Pay your respects and represent. Hold on. Pay your respect. Hold on. Pay your respect and represent his legacy.
Yo, Banks, we couldn't even hear what you said after that. Say it with your chest. We couldn't even hear what you were saying. Yo, Banks, why are you trying to cut him off? Now, you done heard he was fueled up. You done intervened to ad-lib everything he's saying to Craig. Why are you trying to interrupt now? See, something's funny about this. And I knew you were funny from the jump. That's why I was doing my videos talking to you. Did you ever ask yourself, why wasn't he saying something to anybody else? It's because you were moving the funniest of anyone with a past to show for it. Very funny. The conversation of loyalty comes up. You don't ad-lib those things, but he's ad-libbing against Craig's stuff he did. Yeah, whatever you're saying, ad-libbing them. Why? Something's not right with you. Something really ain't right with you. There's something about you that's funny. There is something about you that's funny. I could put my finger on a little bit. But I don't know the full story about how you even got involved. You are funny in this situation. It's funny to me. I don't know how to even express it. The way he had to cut you off, the reason you were about to cut him off, a lot of it's just so funny. Why? What for? Why are you even with him live? He's talking to another member. You're supposed to be diffusing it. But you see he's about to level up again, and you're like, all right, I'm going to just listen. What joy does this give you? I hope y'all see it. To everybody that's watching Silence right now, I don't care if you hate me. Tell me you don't see what I'm talking about. You don't see what I'm saying? You don't see how crazy that is? If two of your people's fighting, you join one side. Did you ever know the guys that talk in private to him? Like, yeah, yo, you were right. Yeah, you should violate him for that. Yeah, that's the vibe you give. Versus the one where you're supposed to step up and tell him, nah, we a family. Why so fraudulent? Let's get on to the next receipt, because I just want to show how fraudulent that was. I don't know if anyone saw that. I was like, yo, did I catch you, Ja, saying you're violating his social media in the receipt I just caught from a fan? Like, you threw me all the way off, and I'm on to you. I seen guys like you a dime a dozen. Funny style. All the way funny style. Now, I really can't show you all these receipts. This is me chatting. Oh, that brings me to my next point. So get this. Somebody on the inside gave me some crazy information. And this is to the T pages. What are you really here for? Because someone informed me that one of your plans, get this, one of your plans is to figure out who and the location of the others that claim to be baby mothers. Why? Why? Because the one that was figured out received harassment and threats. Oh, yes, you guys are going to flee. You see them fleeing now. That's very interesting. Because here's the thing. I'm now on to a lot of you. It seems like y'all really, really bad want to know where these other baby mothers are. Why, though? What do you get out of it? What do you gain from it? I'm getting very close to a conclusion on y'all.
How much
Next
right
receipt.
now? You feel me? Like, I'm roommating in a house and I can't even do nothing about it. What am I supposed to do? I have horrible credit because of my fucking hospital bills. And it's just like, how am I being shady? I'm just telling the truth. I'm not even obsessed either, but at the same time, bitch, like, if I was obsessed, I can be obsessed. Like, that nigga loved me, and I loved him, so.
Now, I want you guys to understand something, and you can't see it. On this video, these guys have fake names everywhere. So let me tell you something. Jen, are you still in Broward? Somebody's looking to find her. You don't ask those questions if you aren't looking to find her. Someone's looking to find her. The question is why. And then I see one of these T pages posted something to be funny. They posted something about collecting money to buy the gun so she could kill herself. That's funny? You think that's funny? This is the type of harassment they do. Then when I come for them, oh, Czarr, that's so much, that's so bad. No, I'm giving you what you deserve for what you're doing. That's crazy. You're trying to set this girl up. I just wanted to speak about that to see if I saw what I saw. There is a guy that's trying to figure out her location. Wonder who that is. Let me find this next receipt. And let me tell you what I sent to her. Come on, Geneva. Pull it together. You're going to make it. And don't let them get to you. It's many bum A women harassing and clicking up. That's a fact. To make a dime off his name or fame. That's a legit fact. It's not you trying to solve it. It's not you speaking openly. It's not you trying to speak a certain way. It's you literally using him for businesses, using him for clout, using him to get to his fans, to do nonprofits, make businesses and real life livings off of what he lived, when that's solely for the mother. And the same person doing it tried to shame the mother through me. That's a fact. What's wrong with these people? Like I'm not on to it. Really? Hold up. Let me show it to y'all so y'all don't think I'm playing with it. Who created that? Who created that? 250 to get the weapon to end her. Who created that? That is going way too far. Hold on. Jamaican princess just deleted what she said to me. Why do they? Listen, all of them do it. They'll say something, delete. Say something, delete. Because you're a coward. You can't even stand on your words. Listen, I'm going to just read what I said since the coward has to say something and run. Now that I mentioned bad business in a funny case involving a girl's death, you want to speak. Your emotion spells it. People here with me are from Broward County. Fact. You're a liar and a fraud. You can't even show who you are. My research is fire, and your favorite's favorite is rocking with me. Fact. Who the F are you? It's business and branding. If you put in work, you would show your face fighting for a cause. Go stay somebody's lapdog. That's a fact. That's how I talk to these traitors. That's how I talk to these frauds. Speak with them with authority. Like, don't hold your tongue on them. You have the nerve to say, oh, and you got a cash app. You're rolling with a group that has a nonprofit organization. Do you know what nonprofit means? They pay themselves. They don't need to collect money because they collect a check off of the existence of their business using his name. Frauds. Suckers. You're all suckers. If it's not family, if it's not his mother, and you're doing a nonprofit, you're a sucker. How can you even do it? That means either someone's hand was forced or you're really someone you're not saying. Period. All this sucker stuff. I'm telling you. Let me find this video. I can't show y'all that. Because that's some real stuff. And I'm not giving up the other baby mothers so they could be stalked. Yeah, I know who they are. I ain't giving them up so you can stalk them. I know how y'all move. Trust me, I got all that. What's wrong with these guys? Let me find what I'm about to show y'all. I'm going to go back to YouTube and find it. This is crazy. I can't make this stuff up if I want it. Now let's get back to the subject at hand. Matter of fact, let me run this. Genesis Sanchez just typed it in. Type in Genesis Sanchez in YouTube. Look at all these videos. Look at all these videos. Look at them. Why did she attack my videos? Look at all these videos. Why attack mine? That doesn't make you guys think a little bit? Like, why did she? Maybe because it's too much truth. Look at all these videos saying everything about you, anything about you. But mine's got attacked. Because when I spoke, it was spot on. In my Gordon Ramsay voice. Spot on. And you knew it. And don't worry, everybody in CommenterNation already remembers what I said and they seen it. They know your type of fraud. Let me show you something else. I got the receipts for days. These guys are frauds. I got it for days. F with me, you know I got it. What they talking about? Like, I gotta check you guys sometimes. Y'all don't know you don't know who you're talking to. Are you dumb? This is a teaser called Heart Eater. Y'all seen it.
My ex in a weird way. I feel like tying her into it makes the video amazing, and it almost like really captures everyone's minds. It gives me out of that TV.
I wonder who that's showing. Y'all can sit here and say, oh, that's Geneva. Maybe. Who's that showing? Who's that showing? Is it the one that's being claimed by her friend to be involved in 3 ways? Think about it. Makes you think, doesn't it? Who are they really referring to? Who are they really referring to? Keep it 100. Who are they referring to? And Trayvon Newsom's bond hearing, that's not shocking. That's something we knew. If you follow TheCzarr, you would have known something like this was coming. Let me show you something else. Let the commercial play. Watch. Listen to this.
Okay, so check this out, guys. The fourth and final suspect in XxXTentacion's murder has finally been apprehended. The Broward Sheriff's Office announced Trayvon Newsom has been taken into custody after surrendering to police at his lawyer's office in Fort Lauderdale on Tuesday, August 7th.
Trayvon Newsom surrendered in his lawyer's office. Trayvon Newsom surrendered in his lawyer's office. So he wasn't really tracked down for real, was he? He went to his lawyer's office, then he surrendered in front of a lawyer. Interesting. He's the only suspect that did it. What does Trayvon Newsom know? What does Trayvon Newsom know about this? Why is he moving so intelligent? As I said, he was intelligent to do that. Though he ran, which makes it look bad. I told you this. Something's not right about that. Exactly, Dylan. Where did he get the money to get this lawyer? Or was it set for him to go to the lawyer, then surrender? Oh, you don't remember? Trayvon Newsom ran up to NY. Who was in NY? Let's re-listen to this receipt. Not the one we just listened to. Let me replay this other one. I think a lot of y'all are missing the connection. A lot of y'all are missing the connection.
This lawyer for those big guys just came around, motherfuckers that don't know how shit really works, bro. Turn this on, man. So a lot of y'all fake guys just came around, motherfuckers that don't know how this shit really works, bro.
Why aren't you ad-libbing that, Kid Trunks? Why aren't you ad-libbing that? You ad-libbed everything later. You ain't ad-libbed that part. If that was my dude, I would have said, you're right. Fake is just fake. I'd ad-lib right there. Why don't you ad-lib that? Let's keep going.
I'm gone. All right. Let's start this off. Number one, this is about to be the last fucking time I come online and talk about Czarr. The reason why is because being in this industry shit, being around this music shit, I realized, nigga, it's not about what's the truth, nigga. It's about what people want to fucking believe. So I'm not about to address shit about this no more after this. But let's start off with Czarr. Let's start off with loyalty to Czarr. Since you want to make the rest of it. I got a comment upstairs. Fuck that, you're running. Alright, here's my fucking issue with what Craig had to say. Craig wanted to talk about, he wanted to talk more in depth, but he knew that he was in there. He knew that he was in there. But he tried to use the opportunity to call us bitches or whatever the fucking case may be, and talking about how he was trying to use Czarr, the niggas that was around Czarr was trying to use Czarr or whatever. First and fucking foremost, nigga, Czarr said that.
Why aren't you ad-libbing that, Trunks? People around Czarr trying to use Czarr, why aren't you ad-libbing that? You done ad-libbed everything else that'll make these two go to war. Why aren't you ad-libbing that? Are you trying to keep people's mind off of what you did? Fact. These guys, you can read right through them. Like if you were really with them, if you ever seen two real G's in a situation like this, and the dude was on, he's responding to everything. I can show you an example. You ain't say nothing to those two things. Maybe because that's getting a little too close to home for you, right? Let him speak.
The help that I got from Czarr came through the record deal that we all got. I never borrowed or nothing was given to me, nothing was loaned to me, nothing.
Hold on. Does Trunks have a record deal with them? I don't remember that. Somebody, does Trunks have a record deal with them? Is there some type of record deal that he has? Because if you don't have a record deal, you got to be on the same side as Craig, right? So you're a personal friend. Therefore, now listen, remember, I'm bringing this full surface for you all. Does he have a record deal with them? Or does he just ride with members only? Because you knew Czarr personally, because you were prevented from getting bullied by Czarr. So you had a personal run-in. You didn't meet him through the deal like Base. So if you met him on this side, that would mean you weren't over here on this side handling business when he needed it, which also means that you're on the same side as Craig, but you're over here under Base ad-libbing him. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm bringing that critical thinking to the viewers. Think about that. He wasn't over here with members only first. He probably joined up and clicked up once Czarr moved forward, fast forward, as he said was his favorite saying. But you're on with Base ad-libbing him. Like you're going against Craig. Like you want Base to go after Craig. Why? That's a mystery in itself. Let's let him go. I'm not done.
Forward to me, none of that shit. And I'm speaking for a lot of the niggas in this group, nigga. A lot of the niggas that borrowed from Czarr or asked Czarr for shit, those niggas is not in this fucking group no more, nigga. Let's start off.
A lot of them. He didn't say all of them. A lot of them that borrowed from Czarr. Not all of them. That means there's still a few, and no ad-libbing.
That. Let's start off with loyalty to Czarr. Let's start off with when Czarr was in jail. That's what you was talking about when he was in Houston, whatever the case may be, nigga.
Oh, Ryan, do you have proof for that? Do you have proof for that? Because I'll play that right now. I'll play that right now. You got proof for that? Because from this instigation, I can tell this isn't your first dance instigating. You're just too comfortable doing it. And that's not even the code. You're in the streets, as you say. That's way against the code. There's no code that has that. Matter of fact, for you doing that, the OG would whoop you till you bleed. That's far against the code. You don't incite one guy against another. That's your brothers. This isn't a Base Craig thing. This is a what the F are you doing thing. And I done already exposed receipts on you. And you think it's freedom to get up here and do this? This shows the character. This shows the character. Was this seizing the moment, seizing the opportunity?
There's a difference between niggas who was in members or
Hold on.
it's like a little fake ass.
Let's take it a little bit forward.
Czarr for shit. Those niggas is not this fucking group no more. Let's start off with that. Let's start off with loyalty.
You didn't say all of them.
When Czarr was in jail. That's what you was talking about when he was in Houston, whatever the case may be, nigga. There's a difference between niggas who was in members only and niggas who was Czarr's friends. I'm not about to take away from your friendship with Czarr. Everybody had their good times with Czarr. Everybody had their bad times with Czarr. So I'm not going to sit here and tell the world that he was a terrible friend to Czarr because I don't have the right to judge your friendship with that man. Y'all went through what y'all went through. It was good times, it was bad times. You was there for him sometimes. Sometimes he felt like you wasn't there for him. Shit, he felt that way about all of us. So I'm not about to criticize your friendship with Czarr. What I'm talking about right now is members only. The fucking group that he stopped. Hey, nigga. The shit that
Hold on. Let's play this guy.
Because I was ski. Get out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Hold up. Hold on. Kid Trunks goes on Ski Mask the Slump Guy for switching up on old friends. This is a December 19th, 2017 post. So this is you inciting some type of situation against Ski Mask and Jose, which was a beef he squashed himself before they left their situation, before he left this earth. So here I find another receipt. You're inciting a beef. Doesn't say Bay Santana. Doesn't say any other members only member. It says Kid Trunks. You're a pro at this, inciting beef, ain't you? You're a pro at this, aren't you? It's funny. Guys, this is funny. Do you see the date? Let me see if I can find a more familiar receipt for you that makes more sense.
Meet Joe. Joe can't find a job. He would.
You know I got those ads playing, so I'll let that play through. Let's look at this more familiar receipt from Czarr. Because 2017 was the same year as what? I found that receipt, right? Funny, the month after I find that receipt, you're inciting something between Ski and Czarr. The month after the transaction I saw, you had sending money or getting money sent to a certain person. You see the timeline? I'm telling y'all. I see a rodent when I see it. I can't make this stuff up. The month after, this other socialite, another socialite, exposes that. In November, October, November range. And the next thing you're doing in December is what? What you are doing now. On Instagram too. Except you're by yourself doing it. Wonder why you're by yourself doing it. I'm telling you, this guy's funny style. Then Cooley's not with it. And he was the same guy that was on the East Coast with you. I can't make this stuff up. I'm showing y'all the characters that are funny, and they realize it without realizing it. A lot of the dudes that got off on Czarr and acted funny are gone. He didn't say all of them. That's why there's no respect to you interjecting. You don't have nothing to add. You ever hear that funny saying people have? This is an A and B conversation. See your way out. He's C. And low key, he let him know that. That's why he said, I'm going to go back to listening. No, he helped someone that was getting bullied. And as anybody would do who's getting bullied, you stick by the person who was strong enough to fight off the bully. It's common knowledge. It's nothing new. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Tell me I'm crazy. Right now, Everyone here who hates me, say I'm crazy if I'm crazy. You don't see that? If he's inciting Craig. Now look, Craig Zinn makes great music with some members only. Him and Bass have a disagreement. Two good artists, you want to patch them up. Why is he doing this? The same guy who we even have on a receipt trying to get X's fans to vote for him so he could get an accolade. That's not the same type of stuff he went at him for doing, and he does it after he's gone? Like, am I the only one seeing this? Respectfully, no other members only member has done that, even though they maybe can because they pushed their music. They didn't do it. I'm seeing how you're moving, and it's making sense with the receipts and things I'm seeing. You're doing it. I'm not doing anything. You're doing it. It's crazy. I just don't think I'm crazy for calling it out. It makes perfect sense. I can't make this stuff up. I really can't make this stuff up. Not even if I wanted to. I couldn't say, oh, he incites stuff. If you weren't doing it, he instigates members only to fight. If I got up here and said that, they'd be like, he's crazy, he's this. But you're saying it. Yours truly, on an earlier receipt. Really?
It's your boy Czarr, all rights reserved. CommenterNation, greatest nation since United Nations, stand up. Shocking news. I've recently seen a YouTube release and version of the socialite / musician on the come up, first name Josh, that has finally released his own video detailing what had happened when he named the artist Kid Trunks, having been paid for features, but they were never done. Not only that, he showed me the receipts that had to do with him paying everybody that was associated. Now, one of the payments went to a very suspicious name that I'm still politicking on the back. But why would this artist accept money? And there's receipts to everything. Every payment has a receipt, but not go through with the performance. Why would this happen? Not only did this justify a situation where a fan's heart would, but it caused major issues for this fan linking up to actually work with people confidently. He drove 3 hours to get beats made to make it with one of his favorite artists. Now, again, if there's any doubt thrown, we will release these receipts. I'll release them on my channel like a video. This is crazy. This is crazy because you're showing that even if a fan pays, you'll pick and choose who you actually come through for. This is wild. And not only that, they promised multiple features. Now, a while ago, we spoke with him. He didn't actually get to tell the story, but he has released the story on YouTube. I will release it in community shortly. He needs to give it to me in a certain format. I want to see it. Then I will release it. And I'll show everybody what he's saying, and you can watch the story for yourself. Why would an artist do this? Why would you do this? What made you so great that someone who respected your name, respected everything about you, gets gypped over in their pain? They said they couldn't sleep at times because they love someone, listened to their music, and the same person took their money and ran. How is this even appreciative? No, we're not talking about 20, 40, 50 bucks. And you're like, oh, that's a jux. This person's fake. We're talking about a couple racks. Over a couple racks, what would you do for your money? Over a couple racks, what would some of you do? Now, if we ask these same artists what they do, I'm pretty sure we know what they try and say they do. But it's okay for you to do it to others. There's nothing to happen. So here's the thing. You guys know I got lawyers that watch. You know I got people that's lawful that watch. He will be directed to the right place in order to work up a case. And here's the thing. He should be able to get quadruple his money back in the right scenario. In the right scenario, you can quadruple your money, Josh. You can honestly go after this person, and every time they're doing a show, they owe you. Do you guys think that makes sense? Being that it's been about a year or two since this happened to them, and they've been trying to justifiably get to the person to do it? Or would you accept the songs by now? Do you think it's right to just say, okay, I'll accept the music? Is that fair? I don't think that's fair. Nor do I think anyone should be subject to these situations. Why is this right? How is this competent? Let me tell you one thing. There's one thing the Czarr doesn't respect. It's a thief. Because if you're willing to steal money, you're willing to almost steal anything. And in my mind, there's no remorse for you. And nonetheless, in any situation, because you're willing to live out your days taken from others. Let me say this, and let me put this out there for my viewers. I don't care what you think. I'm gonna leave it to you because I kick truth up here. The Czarr has never stolen nothing. Why? Because I work hard for it. I put in work for it. Do you know how many thieves I rubbed shoulders with or I dealt with? But never of this amount. Never of this prestige. Really? You're going to take my money and ball off when I paid you to do multiple songs, then lie to me, block me, and dodge me? Ha! Y'all are funny. Not y'all, as in y'all, but the two people it seems I'm dealing with that have a synonymous nature of character. You know
who that is?
One thing I've learned is that the integrity, the actions, and the presence of a man when they do things like this will be that very much of the kids in their life, the people around them, the women in their life. That's exactly what they become. That's what they create, and that's what they raise. Thieves. If you're a thief, rethink your life. Rethink what you do. If you can't do it big, why do it at all? It's a difference when you earn something or when it's in a lawful situation or when lawyers are involved. That's different because I'm proving I'm owed something that I wasn't getting. But when you do it to a simple fan that works to make up the money just to live his dream out, and you do this, you try to snatch their dream. You snatch the product. So you think good should come to you because you take the dream of a fan without even looking at who the possible relatives of this fan is. That's a head scratcher. Real serious. It may not mean much now, but if they had the money to throw that to you for a feature, you don't think they got the money to go comp to one of the best lawyers in the state? If they got the money to throw that at you and say, I'm going to take the chance, you don't think they can't account for it on the backside? That was the misinterpretation, and that's going to be the downfall of the situation. You didn't account for that. Matter of fact, you probably hope it was their very last time. It wasn't. You probably hope that they let it go and I got jicks. They didn't. But here's where I can assure you. Because of this, you have now put in jeopardy every business decision you've made to date.
Facts.
Every business interaction, you screwed your own business. How long have I been giving hints, letting people know? Now it bothered him to the point he spoke up like, listen guys, here's what happened. And I saw his receipts. They're authentic as can be, even leading to some other things. But we'll get into that. Exactly. You really felt good doing that to this man? Didn't I tell you on a previous live stream you messed up business, and a person that took your brand and pushed it without pay? You don't care, do you? Oh, that's just another person. Good. Well, every single fan that is X's fan, that is his fan, think about this. Are you just another person too? That your money could be thrown down the drain and you're nothing? It's all about pay me. I'm doing nothing to earn it. But getting up, yelling, jumping across the stage, doing other people's mannerisms on the stage?
Who's doing that?
Is that how you rock? Because I know for a fact that's not how they rock around here. I know that. But you rock that way, right?
Right.
Okay. You have pride in that, right?
Right.
Well, the best lawyers in the state, the best lawyers are on call. See, Czarr looked up profiles of lawyers and everything, and he might need that. I know that. And I know what lawyers are best to go to for these type of situations. That's heinous. That was a heinous thing. And if he chooses to go that path, good for him. Good for him.
Hold on quick. Let me ask you this real quick. And it's up to you how you want to answer whatever you want to tell yourself to sleep at night. What were the receipts I was talking about? Oh, I don't have them because it was part of the Genesis videos that were attacked. Fact or not? Oh, I forgot. Josh made the story himself. Let's play it, dummy. That's why I had him do it.
Hi, my name is
Fraud.
Josh Detzik, and I'm going to be telling you the story about what happened with me sending Kid Trunks money and not getting my feature back. And some really important to me. Sometimes I lose sleep over it, dude. It fucking sucks. Like, it was a really expensive thing that I paid for, and I was really excited for it because I was just like a fan of Kid Trunks at first. I found out about Kid Trunks through Wi-Fi Funeral's Boy Who Cried Wolf album, and Kid Trunks does the chorus on Centerfold. So I was like, yeah.
Did you hear who he found out Kid Trunks was making hits with? Wasn't with bass. Wasn't with Craig Zinn. Wonder why they're not calling you for a hit. It was another guy we addressed. Carry on. Like Josh says, fast forward or back to the future.
I like this artist. Let me dig into this artist a little bit more. I want to see what other music he has. So I listened to Kid Trunks' other music and really awesome music. Loved it. And then I started following him on Instagram, and he posted an Instagram story, and he said, hit me up for a feature, like have money ready, blah, blah, blah. So I hit him up for a feature on Instagram.
Funny. The first thing he says is have money ready. Have money ready. Have money ready. Do you even need to tell someone that about a feature? Don't you just tell them your feature price? How many people are hitting you up for a feature? Oh, another question. Yes or no? Were you in an interrogation room dealing with this exact situation, dealing with Ja? Yes or no? You were, weren't you?
I was like, yo, I want a song with you. How much is it? And then he said $1,100. And I was like, yeah, I have that. Let me give that to you.
Even that price. Remember what Cooley was saying he was getting paid per show? $200 and they wanted 20%, even though I think that was fair. You told him to have $1,100 for a feature.
Blah, blah, blah. So I sent him the...
Josh, if you want me to, if you don't want me to, I'm going to ask you tonight, if you want me to post those receipts on how you paid the money, let me know. Let me know. If you don't want me to, I won't. If you want me to post how you paid the money to them so we can squash this and they can see everything that was going on, I will post it. And it will end all this back and forth. And after this, I don't want to hear one T-Page fart wrong.
$100. And then he hit me up a couple days later and he was like, yo, he said, yo, instead of doing one song for $1,100, why don't you do 4 songs with me?
So he's trying to up the price. So he he was easy to contact when he saw this man had the money. Just like you would scam someone. Just like a scam. But this scam is what he took into his career because he doesn't respect his own craft. Look at the details. He instigates. He takes money from features and doesn't give up the verse. Those are two big no-nos that make an L. Instigation, you take money without providing a verse, doing what you love. You could have got on the track and said anything. He respected your craft. You couldn't even take the time to do that for the money. How am I going to trust you on tour? How am I going to trust you in my future making money with me if you can't provide the product, which is your own voice on a track? Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go.
It will be an EP before my Super Saiyan album, and it'll just be an extra 1,000. And I was like,
now were you worth that? You weren't even worth that. And he still was going to pay up. You were not worth that. You would have said that the moment you said 1,100, I would have laughed and banged the phone on you.
okay, cool. Like only.
Okay, cool. This was a money-making opportunity you didn't respect, which means you really must have been broke. You must have been broke. You must have been hella broke. You know, like they say, hella bands, you must have been hella broke. My guy.
Basically, it's only like twice the money, but I get quadruple the song. So I was like, okay, yeah, like I'll absolutely do that. So I sent him another 1,000, and the other $1,000 that I sent him, it was all split up. I sent him $100,000. I mean, I sent him $1,100, and then when he asked for the extra 1,000, it was all split up between other people. It was this girl Jen Sanchez. That's
Who? Who was it? Let's run that back. And this was a 2017. Wow. Who?
$1,100. And then when he asked for the extra 1,000, it was all split up between other people. It was this girl, Jen Sanchez. That's her.
Hey, I'm going to need her to answer. Somebody slide over to where Jen's at. I'm going to need you to answer to that. What are you accepting money for? For Kid Trunks? What did you do for his album? What did you do? I don't see you on the credits. I looked twice. Maybe I missed it. I don't see you anywhere listed. Why are you getting sent money from him in 2017 if you're around Ja at the beginning of 2018 or into 2017 when he's getting the money? T-Pages? Anything? Can you explain it? You can't. Neither can I, except in some ways. And you won't like them.
That's her PayPal name. So I didn't know who Jen Sanchez was. Send her 500. That's what he told me to do. Send
Jen $500 via Kid Trunks. Base. Is this a violation? You don't want to know why he's sending money to your dude's girl? Members only. Anybody. Any of you. Why is he? Base. Craig. Right now, you two should not be fighting, and you both need to be listening. This is one of your dudes, right? Why would he not be getting the money sent to one of you? If you all came up together and you all were on the grind, why would not send Tank the money? Why would you send it to Jen? Cooley, why didn't he send you the money? You were only getting $200 per show. He ain't break bread, 250, 250, 500, 500 to Jen. Why? Why? Mr. Instigator, why? What's real will prosper, right? What's real about that? If X heard this now, what would he say? Dude, you sent her 500, but why? Would he not?
Another 250 to some other guy named Anthony. Sent another 250 to somebody else. I literally have all.
The two to the two guys, I can say that made sense. One looked like a producer. The other one probably did the graphics. I'll give you that. What did Jen do? What did Jen do for you?
All the transactions. I have every single PayPal receipt, and I have the receipt from the $1,000, $1,100 that I sent him through Western Union. I have all my receipts. All this is 100% real.
You want me to post them,
So I
Josh?
sent him 500 to Jen Sanchez. Didn't know who that was. And then 250 to somebody else, 250 to somebody.
It was such at an early time, he didn't even know who that was. He didn't know who that was. How would he? At that time, was she not X's girl? Let's say she's not. How did you know her to send her 500? What was 500 for? Am I going crazy? Why send her $500? Why'd she want my video down where he talked? I told you, Jen, you couldn't escape that. I made sure he made it on his own so it never faded to dust. I'll repost this video for anyone that wants to hear it, go through it themselves. Why send Jen $500? Members only. I could tell because of your movement with Cooley's Authentic. Can he explain this? He's sending Jen money in 2017. The year before X died. Oh, I forgot. A rose never blossoms. That's when that song was made. We're not going to play it, copyright strikes. Re-listen to the song and think that's a 2017 song. Guess what? The month after X died, he dropped the video. Why did it take you so long to make a video? Where'd you get that money from? Are you seeing the instigator and how he moves with fans and money? It spells an L all over it.
And then the 1100 went to this guy named Craig Gordwin. And so yeah, I sent him the money.
Let me ask this. So, Craig, what's your last name? If that's your last name, he's paying you respects. Allegedly, he's paying you respects. Then he's over here behind base ad-libbing. My dude, that's not playing both sides. Doesn't matter if it was a year ago. That's not playing both sides.
He was FaceTiming me. He was doing all sorts of shit. He was like, "Oh yeah, I told him, I was like, dude, I've only made like a few songs, like blah blah blah." And he goes, "Oh, your career starts now, blah blah blah." Like we FaceTime, we text message all the time.
His career starts now when yours never started. You're telling him his career starts now when yours never started. And to be real, he could take that same money because he gets money. He could take that same money and go start his career, how are you going to do the same without using Czarr's social media? If Tentacion was alive, he'd spit at you. You're disgusting. X never beat people for their money. He gave them what they paid for. Doesn't matter if it was a fan like this or not. Right? Right or wrong? Nikki just confirmed that was Craig. So you're over here paying respects to Craig. Now you're over here co-signing, and that makes sense. That's the side you're on. The side that's a friend. Now you're over here co-signing bass. Oh, he's so fraudulent.
Then he just started not answering my texts. He's just started ignoring me one day all of a sudden. And I'll give it a week or two, and then I'll message him and be like, yo, how are those songs coming? Like, I'm just curious because it's my money that I invested. So I just be like, hey, how's the songs going? No response, no response, no response. And there was this one time where I was like, bro, I've been waiting months, blah, blah, blah. Like, where are my songs, blah, blah, blah. Like, come on. And then he starts going, oh, you talking shit? Like, oh, I told you, bro. I'll give you the songs, blah, blah, blah. And he started, like, getting all mad and stuff. And then he started being all like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe if you weren't talking shit, but then I would send them to you. No. And then he was, like, all mad. And I was like, dude, stop being mad. Like, don't rip me off. Like, everything's fine. And then he was like, well, then just shut up and wait. So I shut it up and waited. And then job passes. And then I was like, oh, shit. So I texted Kid Trunks and I was like, yo, I'm so sorry about what happened with Jaw. Oh, my God. Like, I can't believe what I'm seeing on my phone right now. This is crazy. This is fucked. Like, I was crying. I was really sad, too. I listen to X all the time. It was a really fucked up day. It was a really fucked up day. I sent him a text and everything. Didn't get a response. Didn't get a response from him whatsoever after Jaw died. Like, completely started ignoring me full blown after that. And it's like, dude, like, I understand. Like, but you're still alive, and I fucking want you to do my damn songs. Like, I gave you $2,000. I was never being rude about it. Like, I was obviously pissed off in my head, and all my friends are telling me that I'm gonna get ripped off, but I was like, nah, guys, come on. Nah, he'll do it. He'll do the songs. Just never did them. He started ignoring my text, blocked my phone number. I literally met him. I went to see him live, and he did like a little free meet and greet thing after the live show. So I like took a picture with him. I was like, yo, I'm Josh Desick. I'm doing the songs with you, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh shit, let's take a picture. This, that, and the other thing. And we took the picture and I was like, yo, thanks. Do you want to put your number in my phone? Blah, blah, blah. And he puts his number in my phone.
Let me say something real quick. I'm trying to remain calm. I'm trying my hardest. It's hard, yo. Like, the fraudness, it's hard. You meet him in person. You don't even realize you met him. You met him in person and don't even realize you met him. How real are you? How real can you be? You meet the guy who's giving you the money, and you don't even recognize it to savor a relationship. That's how trash you are of a person. You could have been, I don't think you are, but someone could think you're the greatest artist. He put respect on you. You couldn't even take the time to go through with it, to give him the music, to keep a business relationship. You don't deserve no deal. You deserve no deal. They should let you starve in the game. For real. After you did this, God.
For me. And it's literally the same number that I've been texting him with. So like he physically grabbed my phone, typed the number in, and when he gave me my phone back, Kid Trunks was already there. Like it was all, he was hit, that exact number was already my.
Do you see how smart Josh is? Listen, anybody else, they would have pulled up on you. They wouldn't have just said, yo, put the number on my phone. They might have pulled up and jabbed you. Like, where's my music? You ain't never see that before out here. He pulled up and gave you the benefit of the doubt, like, yo, I don't think I got your new number. He said he thought so highly of you. He said this guy wouldn't be gypsing me for my money and stuff. Let him finish. Watch how stupid, how dang darn retarded. Shout out to Mexico in the building. How dumb this guy is. Watch.
Contact. So it was total confirmation that I 100% was talking to him. And he was like, yeah, make this picture the cover. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that, absolutely. That's a great idea.
Do you see how fraud he is? Oh, I'll make this picture the cover. Saying anything. Anything. Bro, you're a fraud artist. You are not to be trusted. You need blackballed from the game. I'm serious. You need blackballed. Period. You need everything cut off. You move like a snake, a fake, a fraud. You did it in 2017. He exposed that, not even knowing. He didn't know who Jen was. I hear you, Savage. I don't care what you're saying about bass. Kid Trunks is playing up his butt, co-signing him. Just a few years ago, you were sending almost $1,100 to this guy. You're playing that side. Let him finish. Watch.
Just still no text messages. And then I started getting upset, and he said shit like, oh, if I don't send you the money, what are you gonna do? Not a damn thing, blah, blah, blah. So like, obviously he started trying to say that I was mad. And I wasn't mad. I just wanted my songs back. And I wasn't mad. I never.
Hold up. I'll be mad. I'm mad. Yeah, you see, I'm mad. You just took $1,100 and change, and you ain't giving me my stuff. Yeah, I'm mad, dummy. Yeah, I'm mad, stupid. Do you see how calm he is about it? He's calm about his paper. He gets it. But you would have said I'm mad. I'm like, yeah, I'm mad. Where's my music? I would have talked to you like the trash you are. He's giving you the benefit of the doubt off of the fact he respects you.
Called him any names. I never said that he wasn't gonna do the songs. I was just saying like, yo, I just want my songs, blah, blah, blah. And like, I don't know. That's basically the whole story. I literally sent him $500 to Jen Sanchez and $250 to, I think Natra Average is a producer. I think I sent some money to Natra Average and some money to somebody else.
He's not even knowing what he's doing. He's absolutely right. So the $250 each that went to these two other guys, that's average price for a producer. Why? He's so smart. He said, wait, why'd I send $500 to Jen Sanchez? Who is she? Because that's not a producer price for one song. Who is this? No, he didn't get his money back, Savage. He didn't. Still hasn't. Still has grounds to sue. He said to himself, I sent her $500. What does she do? This girl got sent $500. She doesn't even do nothing. What does she do? He's scratching his head like, what? Like what is she? Who is she? When he's looking at the money he's putting out.
and then $1,000 to Craig Gordwin, and it's a full-blown real-life thing. And this happened in like 2017, this happened in like September of 2017. And
when did it happen? Wait, what was that other receipt? December 2017, inciting beef between Ski and John, saying how disloyal Ski was. Look how disloyal you are to your craft, to something you call your cash cow, to your career. And I think you're sincere to Base, Craig, Tank, all of them. You care about them, but you're this disloyal to the most loyal fan?
And he obviously doesn't respond to any of my shit anymore. It's been a long time. But yeah, I just wanted to put my story in video from start to finish, chronologically for you guys. So you guys can do stuff with it. That's basically the end of the story. So like, I was a fan of Kid Trump's. He put it on his Instagram story like, yo, hit me up for a feature. So I did. And then he just completely ripped me off and had me send money to X's baby mama. So
at this time, he put it together. At this time, because this was recorded around April 2nd of 2019. So now he realizes the money he sent, the $500, went to X's alleged, I'm going to say alleged, because I need to see that DNA test, baby mother, at a time when the public didn't even know. So what did you know that not even X knew? Because at that time, he didn't know she was having his baby. Correct? That's what she said. Why did you have money sent to her? Do you see how funny you move? You know what? I'm off this. I proved my point. Hideous receipts and more Tentacion talk. Hideous receipts. Hideous. That's tragic. I don't even want to play what you're saying to Ski, because bottom line, you instigated in that situation with Ski and John. You instigated right now with Base and Craig, and you fraudulently moved on dealing with this fan that thought the world of your music, when most people I know think it's trash. That's how we talk over here. That's trash. That's trash. We seen your video. What's that song? Let me make sure I get the title right, because I want to tell y'all the song to reference. Love Never Blossoms. Love Never Blossoms. Let's see when that was made. Let's see when that song was made. You dropped the video a year ago. Let me see the date on this. You're trying not to show when you initially made the song. Actually, the audio for it you dropped was shortly before he passed away. That's even worse. You know what? I put no respect on your name, so I'm not even gonna play your song. Now, let me ask y'all, where'd you hear that intro before? Who does A on the track? Everybody, pop quiz. Who does A on the track? A. Love never blossoms. This is the beat. Yeah. Interesting. That's how it starts. And I want y'all to listen to the lyrics. And I want y'all to tell me they make sense. This is still the leftovers of people that Czarr gave his everything for. But I don't see how it fits. I don't see how it fits. Now, the reason I didn't just play the song and I let you hear the video is because even if they come for this video, listen to the lyrics. Go read the lyrics if you need to. There's a lyrics version. Watch it. And I want you to think to yourself, if this dropped shortly before his passing, who was he really talking about? Don't tell me it's just music. Inspiration comes from many different things. Watch the video, Savage, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Watch the video, Savage. Listen to the lyrics. You'll see just what I mean. Funny style. Funny style. You move funny style. Next thing I see you instigating Craig and I'm just done with it. If they want to let you move so funny, go ahead. But I done warned them about guys moving funny around them. They got rid of one. I don't think he's the only one that's the problem. He's not the only issue dealing with members only rising to the top. That's a fact. You got to drop more dead weight off of your group. Then you'll skyrocket. Watch. Bass and Craig, you make friends now. Right now. Because I don't think you realize how this is working in the people's favor. You two beefing. I don't think you realize it. That's what Queen Prodigy was telling you. If you didn't get it, go over to Queen Prodigy on YouTube. She spelled it out for you. Cut the drama. There's people that want to see you guys war out and take each other out before any of you win. I'm being real. I'm being real with you. There are people plotting on you from the inside, doing what they did in 2017. They're still doing it now. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to spell it best for you. I want to see the best for you. There's someone that wants to see you lose. Why do you think these T pages are attacking me? Because it links them up to someone they're trying to protect. I'm trying to show you the full surface movements. They don't like I see it. So they want to say he's a lie, he's this. Jen, say I'm lying about you receiving money in 2017. I'll show all the receipts. Say you're lying. We could take that PayPal or Cash App, whatever it is, and match it up to whoever it needs to be. I'll get my agent right on that. And if y'all want to see the proof to believe what I'm saying, I'll do it. It's nothing phony over here. We ain't talking some flim flam. I'm showing you the truth. This is what X would want. Everybody is like, oh, he's. This is what X would want. If he knew, he called him out earlier for violating his social media. And I'm calling him out for violating the code of brotherhood that comes with a group on the grind to the top. You're a violation. Your career's a violation. Whoever supports you, they're violating themselves. We are done with this. You know how I rock. Your favorite rappers' time. Your favorite movie stars' time. Your favorite moguls' time. Your favorite athletes' time. Your favorite entertainers' time. Your favorite comedians' time. Your favorites' time. Your favorite everybody's time. Everybody's favorite time. CommenterNation, Commenter Universe, Commenter Galaxy, CommenterNation forever. Grab a drink movement. Grab a drink through the ads. That's how we rock. Talking about. Dude's built funny and he just speaking like he's the realest. Like, cut it out. And we out here. We out of here. I put it up. We out of here.
Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hop. Rollin' with the gang, switch your lanes when you 7 shots. Be low key, splash your heart, go and get a mop. Scenes with a mirror in July with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her baby blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win no soup. Rolling with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute. Staying with the gang, yeah, we bringing pain. 100 good is big pimpin' cause we roll with canes. Pocket swollen, lot of cash, full of big knots. 2 blocks, but you leave him dead for his body drop. Triple dollar light shower as the sun shit. Gotta stay with real, these other niggas be so counterfeit. Counting up the presidents, the money is the best. Warning all the blues, I'm on the ground like I'm a Mexican. Tinsel on the images, my pockets on infinity. You talking to the feds, but I'm current on 17. Niggas wanna see us pop out, you better pay a fee. Sachi on my rosters, I got designer cheeks. Garner on you, product. If you my bitch, don't lie to me. Niggas know I'm king, you see me bringing property. Get out of poverty, second best monopoly. 30 on my back, and shooting threes, who's stopping me? If I got it, all the gods got it, real shit. Talking crazy, seas, letting off that mouth stick. Keep singing, cut, freezing like it's February. Houdini doing magic, catch you at the nearest cemetery. I love keys, I love seas, I love all the gods. Don't forget my nigga Ace, cause he got a rod. Hungry, we gon' do a race. Playing with these bitches, niggas, you weak niggas can't relate. Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rollin' with the gang, switch your lanes when you 7 shots. Be low key, splash your heart, go and get a mop. Cities with a mirror in July with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her baby blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win no soup. Rollin' with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute. Straight drop, bend it. Mirror in July with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her baby blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win no soup. Rollin' with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute.
Chasing dead presidents, they my dead friends. I'm always stacking money, I'm not here to spend. Knock me down 9 times, but I get a 10. Brought it down, my drip be setting trends. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Benji goes 50 bills and I'm Lakers. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Run it up to the end. Chasing dead presidents, they my dead friends. I'm always stacking money. Chasing dead presidents, they my dead friends. I'm always stacking money, I'm not here to spend. Knock me down 9 times, but I get a 10. Brought it down, my drip be setting trends. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Benji goes 50 bills and I'm Lakers. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Run it up to the end. Chasing dead presidents, they my dead friends. I'm always stacking money, I'm not here to spend. Knock me down 9 times, but I get a 10. Brought it down, my drip be setting trends. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Benji goes 50 bills and I'm Lakers. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Run it up to the end. Yeah, you know I'm coming, young star, I'm shining bright. Pockets fat, blue cheese in my own ones. Frozen wrist, water juice, catching frostbite. Bitches catching feelings, the way I lay pipe. Got one dog that's Benji blue. Walk a home, sticking down my tooth. Gas back, sticky like glue, yeah. PJ when I'm taking a flight. Superman, I'm coming high. Baby girl, I'm changing life.
You niggas suckin' my drip like a sponge. Tryna keep my shit low in the front. I pray one day to shine like the sun. Doing these days, I swear it's for fun. Add up the digits and stack up the sum. Bring 5 stars and triple your thumb. I'm eating this food and not leaving the crumbs. Big slap.
Chasing dead presidents, they my dead friends. I'm always stacking money, I'm not here to spend. Knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Brought it down, my drip be setting trends. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Benji goes 50 bills and I'm Lakers. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Running up to the end. Chasing dead presidents, they my dead friends. I'm always stacking money, I'm not here to spend. Knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Brought it down, my drip be setting trends. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Benji goes 50 bills and I'm Lakers. I'm chasing dead friends, I'm chasing dead friends. Running up to the end.
Cause the niggas stay heat rock. I'll get cool on smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, then I sign right in the shop. Purple haze, so the smoke that I puff. I work on top, I stay with good luck. You mention the next, I'm calling you buff. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. But cause the niggas stay heat rock. I'll get cool on smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, then I sign right in the shop. Purple haze, so the smoke that I puff. I work on top, I stay with good luck. You mention the next, I'm calling you buff. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. Look out the window and vision my dreams. Call me a name cause I drip so clean. Bait my garments, you know I'm a fiend. Skeleton fits, Alex McQueen. My wrist is ringing and they're changing to one of these bitches. These brothers, they flock together. Quick these hooks and I'm working their feathers. I run up the racks, they're bitching my sweater. Gucci and Fendi, I drip for real. Pressing my face while I'm popping these pills. Trying to go hard till I get me a deal. Stay in myself cause I only know real. Fuck how they feel. Cruises to Cuba. Can't ride a bike but I'm lit on the scooter. Bitch, I'm the king, so you know I'm your ruler. After I'm done, I never got a tongue. I am the king of the jungle. My crown won't fall when I stumble. Block all the hate in the tumble. Flip back, trust I won't fumble. Swiping these cards to fly out the country. You say I play games, but she know she know. I splash like a faucet, call me the sun. Dreaming one day to run in rock. Fight flame cause the niggas staying heat rock. All they cool blow smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, then I send her right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Level contact, I stay with good luck. Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling you rough. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm fight flame cause the niggas staying heat rock. All they cool blow smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, then I send her right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Level contact, I stay with good luck. Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling you rough. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck.
This song just dropped on the channel. Go check it out. Again, if you don't know where to find it.
Nobody got love for me, keep it around for company. Big trip with the all-white, brother flex with all my mind. Two girls to me, my pushing around.
Just dropped on YouTube.
I play two burgers, I got an easy pain. I got an easy pain. I got an easy pain.
In the building.
These niggas tryna take full of my plan. No soul, so they stay here. Keep thinking I'm a lady way. For me to shadow, still I'm still scared. Feels like I got stuck in a heart. Never happy, but I'm put apart. Cool fast, it's a good start. Drinking this something gonna be public one. These diamonds are slow, she watching the ice. I need the money, this shit sweet and good. Running it up, I gotta get paid. I need just like the XxxTentacion. In my bag, a black cloud, so it's all for me. These verses in my head, keep with me.
These upcoming artists are better than a lot of the guys you could. It's not just a grind, it's talent. Anybody can get up and make songs, but they gotta have talent. That's the only people I play here. They have talent. I'm not taking anything else. I'm out, Jordan. I said what I had to say today. He knows. I want him to think about it. Because these receipts are about to drop. And you heard not only me say it, you heard the guy say it. I'm done talking about it. Go to... Type this in the YouTube, you can find this song. It's called Pain by Buck Splash. It just dropped. Or go to SoundCloud. I'm gonna give y'all the SoundCloud. Or go to SoundCloud to hear the songs that are going to be dropping. Remy Blaze, you type that in, he'll come up. I can't talk to Jordan tonight. You could have called in earlier. Phone lines is closed. Phone lines is closed, my guy. Phone lines is closed. Pain, what you just heard, just dropped today. I sent you. You could go over to that on SoundCloud. And if you go to the Remy Blaze on SoundCloud, you can hear the rest of the songs. Jordan, I played your songs earlier. We don't know if you're being serious. We don't know if you're faking. I showed them. I can only promote artists that are actually rapping in their songs, actually doing it. I don't know what you're doing on SoundCloud, Jordan. I respectfully, objectively, I played your song, and they told me to turn it off. They told me to turn it off, and I'm not turning it back on. I can't turn it back on. They were mad at me because I played it, Jordan. Honestly. And one of the songs, there's no music. You're not even talking on the track. You're not even talking on the track, my guy. All rights reserved. CommenterNation, greatest nation since United Nations. I'm out.